Hi everybody, Chris here from Truly Holistic. We're going to do a relatively quick video in regards to a demonstration video or a healing video for people that are concerned about coronavirus. And what I want to talk about initially, just before we do the healing, is looking at the whole theory, the infection theory, or how infection gets spread. Okay, so this whole idea of catching a cold or catching an infection, whether that's through droplet, whether that's through blood and all those sorts of things, is from one person to the next, right? Now, where my theory is different to that, because I believe that when we start to think, oh, we've got to stay away from people, then certain agencies, certain governments can kind of bring in isolation ideas and isolation kind of precautions, which is really controlling in its nature in regards to doing that. And I've come up with this new theory, okay, and I've most likely mentioned in previous videos because it's kind of been around for quite a while. But I'm going to bring it up again because we'll be dealing with another one of these infections, right? Corona, right? We've had many, right? Now, this is my theory, okay? So let's say we've got a database of all strains of microbes in the body, okay? You name it. Funguses, molds, bacteria, viruses, and so on, right? And the big question is whether it's active or dormant, okay? And we have things that we call friendly bacteria. We call them friendly bacteria because it usually will okay, when their numbers are high, and the pathogenic bacteria and pathogenic microbes, the bad guys, are low in numbers, right? Or they're dormant, right? Now, let's say for a microbe to be activated and therefore proliferate numbers, so increase the numbers, it has to be within a certain environment. So a certain frequency has to activate it, okay? Now, so let's take the example of coronavirus, okay? And there's been many coronaviruses in the past. This is just another strain of it that we're currently dealing with at the moment. That for the coronavirus to be activated, it has to be activated by a certain frequency, okay? Now, usually we have an infection problem. We get unwell, right? So, usually you'll hear people coming down with, say, let's just say a cold or flu-like symptoms. They say, oh, I start to feel run down, right? That's usually because we've got stressed, okay? Our mind is carried away with our consciousness and run us ragged, so to speak, okay? We get worried about a number of things and we get really low vibrational. Then all of a sudden we come down with an infection, a virus or a cold or a flu, right? Now, this is what's happening with the corona, okay? The fear, the hysteria that's currently occurring because of a focus, a dangling carrot from media sources and from the government that, this whole idea that this infection could be a plague, okay? It could kill so many people, even though that's not actually what's happening. The possibility of it happening lowers people's vibration, and if you have enough of awareness or focus to hold on to and believe what they're telling you, then all of a sudden that frequency can activate coronavirus in your body. Because what we're finding with coronavirus, like many other influenza infections, is that the people that die from it are already got low immune system. They've got other ailments, they've got other conditions where they're low vibrational already. Because when you get a conditional illness, it's a physical manifestation of your energy being low vibrational, okay? So everything's frequency. So it's not really the virus's problem, it's not the microbes' problem, it's the frequency. It always comes down to frequency. Just like when people go, mercury's the problem or heavy metals are the problem in regards to ADHD or dementia. No, it's not. It's not the metal that's the problem. The metal is an amplifier of frequency. It always depends on the frequency that's been amplified. Okay, so it always comes down to frequency. Okay, and our emotional response to certain things affects our frequency, whether it's high frequency or low vibrational frequency. So my theory is that it's not this catch a cold or catch an illness. It's if somebody that's close to you, say you're in a household and somebody comes down with a cold, a virus, or whatever, okay, and the next day all of a sudden you've got it, you think, oh, I caught it off him because he's been sneezing a lot, coughing a lot. Let's look at it in this way. Their vibration is low, and remember, their field, just like a stone being thrown into a pond, it ripples out. It's a rippling effect. They come within your field, and it affects the vibration and frequency of your field, and your field lowers its vibration and frequency to the frequency where it can activate a certain microbe in your body to be activated. And therefore, all of a sudden, it proliferates in numbers, and all of a sudden, you start to get symptoms just like the other person that has that infection in your household. That's what I believe is actually happening, okay? The whole idea of that it's spreading because of being around other people coughing and sneezing is just fear-mongering, okay? That whole idea is about fear, and where there's fear, there's control, okay? And we can control populations that way. So I'd love to hear what you think about my theory in regards to, because this is what I get channeled or told all the time that is actually the truth in regards to how we get illness. We get colds, we get bacteria, viruses and stuff. Okay, it's through frequency first. Okay, and if we're going to get really fearful about this, we're lowering our vibration and we're increasing our likelihood of catching, or I said the word, catching an infection. No, we're going to activate an infection already within us. We all have it. As a human being, we have a database of all these microbes in us, which we call the microbiome. And it depends on frequency whether we activate it or not. Now, for people that are worried about the coronavirus, what we're going to do is we're going to remove the coronaviruses from your database, your microbiome, the backup of it remanifesting in the physical body. So this clearing is for you. So here we go. Okay, for everybody's physical body that's watching and listening to this video, all backups of coronaviruses, false, please. Disconnect, terminate, and delete all backups of the coronaviruses within every single person's physical body, please. So what I'm doing here is I'm making the intent to delete that coronavirus, or that ability for it to manifest in your body, from your microbiome, from your physical body, and me holding a geometry tool amplifying that effect. Okay, so that's all been done. So if you felt any vibration or any frequency or any difference in the energy, post below. I'd love to hear from you in regards to that, and also what you think of my theory in regards to infections. Again, these theories that come through, they're not necessarily mine. I'm just a channel for a higher consciousness to come through and tell me that. Okay, going through the BS of everything, and what we do is we place it into the system, and this helps people. Every day I have clients that wanting to remove infections, long-standing infections, and we do it this way and we get results. Anyway, until next time.